tornado was coming, so I told my daughter to play outside. My 7-year-old daughter Claire never listened to me anymore, and I was sick of it. After her best friend Camilla died from leukemia, Claire started talking to an imaginary friend named Stevie, who was the only person she listened to. The therapist said it was normal, and that Claire was just coping with the loss, but Stevie told her to do insane things, and she was always obedient. Last week, Stevie told her to throw all her dinner on the floor, and she did it without hesitating. The week before that, Stevie told her to cut her own hair with safety scissors, and I found her in the bathroom with chunks missing from her bangs. Every single day, it was something new and crazy that Stevie wanted her to do. That Tuesday afternoon, the emergency alert came through on my phone. A massive F4 tornado was heading straight for our neighborhood, and everyone needed to take shelter immediately. I could already hear the sirens starting up across town. I grabbed Claire from where she was coloring at the kitchen table. "We need to get to the basement right now," I told her. She started shaking her head violently. "No! Stevie says we can't hide." "Claire, this is serious," I said, trying to stay calm. "There's a tornado coming." That's when she started biting my arm hard enough to leave marks. I let go, and she backed away from me, throwing crayons at my face. She grabbed her juice box and squeezed it all over the floor. She was doing everything she could to keep distance between us. "I'm not hiding," she screamed. "Stevie says we need to leave. We need to go outside right now." The sirens were getting louder, and I could hear something crashing in the distance. Maybe a tree falling or a roof getting ripped off. The sound was getting closer. My hands were shaking as I tried to grab Claire again, but she kicked me in the shin and ran toward the front door. "Claire, stop!" I yelled, but she was already trying to turn the doorknob. Something in me just snapped. I was exhausted from months of fighting with her about every little thing. If she wanted to listen to her imaginary friend instead of her father during a literal tornado, then fine. "You know what?" I said, throwing my hands up. "Go ahead and play outside if that's what Stevie wants." I thought saying it would scare her. I thought she'd realize how dangerous it was and come running back to me, but she didn't. She yanked open the front door and ran out into the yard where the wind was already picking up leaves and trash. The sky was this sick green color I'd never seen before. "Come on, Dad!" she screamed over the wind. "Look!" I turned around to grab my phone when I heard the most terrifying sound of my life. It was like a freight train mixed with a jet engine mixed with pure destruction. Through our back window, I watched the Johnson's house 3 doors down explode into pieces. Their car flew through the air like a toy. The debris was heading straight for us. I ran outside and grabbed Claire. A massive piece of what looked like someone's roof crashed through our kitchen window, right where we'd been standing 30 seconds ago. The whole back wall of our house collapsed inward. If we'd gone to the basement like I said we should, we would have been crushed into red mist instantly. "Stevie says make a left," Claire yelled, pulling my hand. I didn't argue. We ran left down the street as more houses behind us started getting torn apart. A stop sign flew past my head so close I felt the wind from it. Power lines were sparking and falling everywhere. "Now right!" Claire screamed. We turned right and I realized where we were heading. It was toward Camilla's old house where her parents still lived. They were in their driveway loading stuff into their car when they saw us running toward them. "Get in!" Camilla's dad shouted. "Those idiots on the news told everyone to stay inside. People are dying!" We jumped in their back seat and they floored it. The tornado was maybe 2 blocks behind us, ripping through everything. Camilla's mom was crying and praying